But coming to the fees issue that has just been raised, I think this debate was triggered by a document we just released a few weeks ago as a ministry. You know that our grade 9s have just done the Kenya Junior, and we expect the Kenya National Exam Council to release the results by 11th of December. And so the ministry, for the first time, is transiting the grade 9s to grade 10. So we'll be having senior 1 in our schools on the 12th of January. So in preparation for that, being a new thing, the competence-based education, what we do is we do a lot of circulars, we do a lot of guidelines, and so on. So this particular one is about a guideline. We call it, the title of the guideline is the Guideline in the Implementation of Senior School Education Programs. So in that guideline, what we did was the last page, actually, an appendix. We attached a document that is dated 2015, 10th of March to be specific, 2015. This is a document, a gazette notice done by the then Minister of Education, Professor Kaimenyi. So in that gazette notice of 2015, it is showing that the capitation at that time in 2015 was 12,870.
Is that information available in the document?
Well, that information is not available in the document, but thereafter when issues came up, the minister released a circular clarifying that. Yeah, that has been clarified.
I mean, I would rather not speak about anything else other than this, because it's very personal to me. Now, Abdi, thank you very much. You are a good officer of government, so I'm not addressing you by the issue, so I'll try to be very respectful to you. The people in this hall, courtesy of education, are learned, so they can reason with you step by step. So you said a 90-page document to our principals. Then in the annexures, you put a gazette notice of 2015. My question is, one, what is that gazette notice supposed to serve? That's one. Secondly, can you show us the circular issued by the Minister of Education preceding that? And can you also communicate to our principals that the capitation is 22,000? Just an email. The same way you sent a circular, said one, confirming that the capitation is 22,000 shillings. And lastly, it is important for you also to address through this gathering that this calendar year that is ending, this education year, academic year, out of the 22,000, our schools have only received 14,000. If you minus the one for infrastructure, it is coming to 11,000 shillings. Are you going to pay this debt to our schools? Because if you don't pay, and you tell them, like they were told last year, the way they survived in that year, they also know how to survive. How do they survive when they are suppliers waiting to be paid?
Thank you very much, Mheshimiwa, and thank you for your passion in education. You know, for you've really done well in that area. But all I just want to assure the communities outside there, the poor households, that I'm able to share with you the circular done by the CS right away. He did a press release, and therefore the capitation still stands at 22,244 for our senior schools next year. That is very clear. For the junior schools, it is 15,043. And there's already official communication. There's the capitation for primary is set to grow. And I think pronouncements have already been made from 1,420 to 2,238. And then on the other side, government has also been supporting in terms of examinations and all that. So I think the document we annexed there, the guideline, by the way, is complete. People just focused on one thing. I don't know why. Because we were guiding the schools, being a new system, we wanted them to see how they can do their timetable and organization of the curriculum, that English has 5 lessons, mathematics 5, every other, so they're able to timetable in terms of non-teaching staff. If it's a single stream school, how many workers do they need? Or if it's a 3-stream school. So it's a very comprehensive circular. But as for the exact amount that went to the schools, I think, Mheshimiwa, it is something that we need to discuss, because in the Ministry of Education, we only release what is released to us from the National Treasury. And I think everybody here knows that. Our source of funding is from the National Treasury.
Okay.
And we have been duly doing that, releasing the funds that the National Treasury gives us. And I think you had, there was something in the debate sometimes back. That also is something that we are all aware and conscious about. Capitation for learners in senior school. The approved rate of capitation for the level still remains 22,244 per learner per year. So I think we put this to rest. It's completely clarified and done. Thank you.
Okay. Ndindi Nyoro is not resting.
Now, that's the beauty of this kind of a debate. I just request, don't close that document. I just request you, just read the heading of that document, just the heading.
The heading was on boarding fees.
I think I'm done. I am talking about increasing day secondary school fees. Bon Abdi, the reason why the government sent the circular of 2015 is so that they don't communicate there is adding of fees, they act like they are reminding. Because there was no gazette notice of adding the 9,000. Some, as I told you, this matter is very personal, and I've done a lot of research on it. As we talk, the principals of day secondary schools, when they do the fee structures in the system of government, Bwana Abdi, they are not able to do it without including the 9,374. So I request you, because I see the entire government is embarrassed for trying to add school fees in January. And they are trying to gauge how Kenyans will react. Just go and tell the minister and even the higher authorities, Kenyans have responded, they are very angry, they need a clear guideline and a clear circular to our day scholars and unlock the system that the principals use to do fee structures, because as it is now, the government has abdicated on 9,000, thereby increasing day secondary school fees by 100%. That is why you are actually referring to actually a wrong circular.
Well, I think there's some take home here, that there's work that we need to do just to clarify that. I think it's for the best interest of the country. Let's hear.